Hi kids, welcome to Aarchi series by Heaven's Publishing House. Your friend Aanchal is back with you and this is your English series for class 7. This children is your course book English Skylights and we are going to begin with chapter number 12 of your book, that is Dhanraj Pillay, the Star. Do you know who Dhanraj Pillay is, kids? Yes, he is a very famous Indian hockey player, right? Now, these are also some of the very famous personalities from the field of sports. So, this one is for you to brainstorm and do this, right? Okay, so let's learn something about this lesson first. So, this lesson, children, is about the legendary hockey player of our country, Dhanraj Pillay, right? So, it is about how his journey was, right? From how a simple man, he became a sports star, right? So, we will learn about his contribution in the field of sports. Ready? Let's begin. Now, Dhanraj Pillay is one of the greatest hockey players of India. He was born on 15th July 1968 in Aarchi. Aarchi was the place where he was born on 15th July 1968. Right? He was the youngest son of Nagalingam Pillay and Andalama. Andalama and Nagalingam Pillay were his parents and he was their youngest son. When he was born, his family was suffering from some financial crisis. They were dealing through some shortage of funds, shortage of money, right? So, his father named him Dhanraj. Dhanraj was thin but an athletic boy, right? His friends used to call him Dhan. So, since they were having financial crisis, his father named him after money, right? Money is Dhan. So, he named him Dhanraj. And also, his friends used to call him by the name Dhan, right? He was very thin but also very athletic since his childhood. Athleticism was God gifted to him. He was God gifted. His athleticism was God gifted. He was also always considered as a mediocre student. Mediocre means neither too good nor too bad. Neither was he excellent in his studies and neither he was too weak, too bad. So he was just a mediocre student. He did his schooling from the Sugra Vilasi Sabha School in Aarchi. The name of his school was Sugra Vilasi Sabha School. And he was more interested in playing rather than studying. The sports attracted him even more than the studies. Though he was not a brilliant student in his school, his teachers loved him because of his obedience and excellence in sports. Though he was not a very brilliant student, his teachers loved him because he was a very dutiful, very obedient child and also he was excellent in sports, right? Now, his father was a worker in the Aarchi ammunition factory. He was working in the arms and ammunition factory and he was managing the family with some difficulties. They had this crisis. They were very difficultly, it was very difficult for them to manage their family. Dhanraj Pillay started to play hockey in his childhood on the Aarchi factory ground. So, Dhanraj Pillay used to play with his friends on the grounds of his father's factory. He used to play hockey with a few broken sticks pasted up with gum and sutli. So, he did not have a hockey to play with. So, what did he use? He used a number of sticks that he had glued, right, and tied them with a sutli, with a thread. Okay, so he used to play hockey with those glued sticks. The ground was actually a meeting place for the boys of Aarchi, aged about 10 years to play hockey. So that ground became a hockey playing ground. People, all the children that were above 10 years of age, they used to gather there and play hockey. He and his brothers, so Dhanraj Pillay and his brothers were among the senior players and were considered as the life of Aarchi. All his brothers were also very good hockey players. Dhanraj Pillay's wonderful skill in hockey was first recognized in a match in Mumbai. His skills were first recognized when he played a match in Mumbai. His elder brother Ramesh, who was also a hockey player, was then playing for a club in Mumbai. So his elder brother Ramesh, he was also a very good hockey player. So once he was playing for a club in Mumbai, what happened? Once the club was falling short of one member in the team and Ramesh sent an urgent letter to Dhanraj to join him in the club as soon as possible. So, once what happened? The club for which his elder brother Ramesh was playing for, that club fell short of one player. So, Ramesh urgently sent for Dhanraj to be there as soon as possible. Now, Dhanraj played in the match as a substitute. That means he played for somebody else. He played in somebody else's place. And he got noticed by the coaches. That is where he got noticed for his excellent hockey playing skills. As he was playing with his full enthusiasm and great ability. He was playing with great interest and enthusiasm, right? After that, Dhanraj continued playing hockey and he got his first break when Joaquim Carvalho. Who is Joaquim Carvalho, children? He is the former Indian hockey team captain. He was the former captain of our Indian hockey team. So, he got noticed by Joaquim Carvalho and what he did? He requested him to join Mahindra and Mahindra. What was the name of his club? It was Mahindra and Mahindra. So, Joaquim Carvalho, he requested Dhanraj to join his club, right? Dhanraj Pillay spent some successful years playing hockey in the club and he got exposure, he got experience in the national circuit. He got to play nationals under his Joaquim Carvalho's club. He played wonderfully in the 1987 Sanjay Gandhi tournament in Delhi. Dhanraj Pillay played nationals in Sanjay Gandhi tournament, right? He played as a right-out. Right-out is a position for these hockey players. He played as a right-out in his team and beat the famous hockey player Rajinder by his extraordinary speed. There in that match, in that tournament, he was able to defeat, he even defeated the famous hockey player of that time, who was Rajinder. He had extraordinary speed, right? The spectators named him Tufan just because he was so quick. He was very, very fast runner. So he was named Tufan by the spectators for his wonderful speed of running on the ground like a bullet. You know how fast a bullet travels? That is how Tufan or Dhanraj Pillay used to run. Dhanraj Pillay played well throughout the tournament and he eventually won the title as the best player of the tournament. So, he was the best player of the tournament. He won the title of the best player in the Sanjay Gandhi tournament that was held in Delhi. After the successful tournament, he once again got noticed during the National Hockey Championships in New Delhi. Dhanraj met another talented hockey player, Harendra Singh, during the tournament and both of them were desperate to play for the national team of India. So, after the Sanjay Gandhi tournament, there was another tournament he got noticed in. It was National Hockey Championships in New Delhi. There, he also met one of the other players, who was Harendra Singh, and both of them had this hunger, right? Both of them were so desperate, had this hunger to join the Indian national team, right? Dhanraj Pillay played as the outside right for Mumbai team in the Delhi Nationals in 1987. He played in the position of outside right. And Harendra, he was the full back and penalty corner converter for the Delhi team. And both of them played quite well, right? Both Dhanraj Pillay and Harendra played very well in the Delhi Nationals in 1987. So, as both of them played quite well in the tournament, Joaquim Carvalho, renowned hockey player and coach, brought both of them together in the Mahindra team. So, he brought both of them together in a team. It can be easily said that Dhanraj got the real chance of harboring his dream of playing hockey in the international circuit at Mahindra and Mahindra. So, it was at this team, Mahindra and Mahindra, that Dhanraj really got to harbor, to fulfill his dream of playing in the international circuit, right? He got the chance of playing along with the famous and experienced players like Marcellus Gomez and Mark Patterson at Mahindra and Mahindra, and that helped him a lot to improve his skills. He got to play with the most experienced players of that time like Marcellus Gomez and Mark Patterson, and that helped him improve his game a lot. His skills were vastly improved. Marcellus Gomez was a member of India's 1984 Olympic team, and Mark Patterson was already an established player for the Indian goalkeeper position. So both of them had established themselves well in our hockey team. Joe Carvalho also helped Dhanraj by teaching him the fine skills of the game and by tuning him mentally for the bigger battles that lay ahead. So, Joaquim Carvalho children had played a very, very important role in the life of Dhanraj Pillay. He fine-tuned his skills of hockey, right? And he made him ready for the larger battles that were going to come in his life, right? The Mahindra and Mahindra team easily clinched the title in the Bombay League in that year with some excellent performances by Dhanraj Pillay. So, Dhanraj Pillay helped Mahindra and Mahindra team to clinch the title, means to win those titles with his excellent performance. The tournament also gave Dhanraj better exposure at the national level. Articles were covered of every match by mentioning Dhanraj's wonderful skills. Articles were written how well Dhanraj, a new player, was playing, right? He was given a better exposure at the national level. Dhanraj Pillay first got the chance of fulfilling his dream to play for the national hockey team of India when he was selected during the nationals in Gwalior. He was selected in the national hockey team of India, right? During the nationals he was playing in Gwalior. Dhanraj played with great enthusiasm, with great energy and skills throughout the tournament, and then playing for Mumbai earned him the maximum penalty corner in the tournament. And when he was playing for Mumbai, he earned the maximum number of penalty corners for India. Thanks to his extraordinary performance, the Bombay team won the nationals and Dhanraj Pillay also got noticed by the national selectors. So he made the Bombay team win with his extraordinary, excellent performance, and there also he got noticed by the national selectors. Dhanraj continued to show his talent in the national camp also and got selected for the Indian national for the first time in 1989 Asia Cup. So in 1989, it was Asia Cup that he played in for the first time for the Indian national team. The tournament was held at New Delhi and Dhanraj Pillay made his debut. He played for the first time in the national hockey team against China. So his first international match was against China on 20th December 1989 in the Asia Cup. He played as a substitute for Ramprakash Singh in the match and he got noticed by the spectators, the onlookers. They were all so impressed by Dhanraj's skills. He was playing as a substitute or the place of Ramprakash Singh in the match, right? After giving some great performances in the first tournament, he also played for the Indian national team. Dhanraj played for the team in the upcoming big tournaments like 1919 Beijing Asian Games, Auckland 1991 Olympic qualifiers, 1992 he played in Barcelona Olympics, and in 1994 he played the World Cup and many more followed. He tuned his fitness by playing in the English League, French League and the German League and became one of the fittest hockey players in the history of Indian hockey. He came to be known as one of the fittest hockey players in the history of India, right? So, I hope this chapter is clear to you. It was interesting, right? So, what is the moral, children? Sport is one of the most healthy activities. Many people don't have much interest in sports and games, but children, it is a fact that sports leave a magical effect on one's physique. Every sport, whether it is hockey or cricket or football, has its own set of rules and regulations and one should abide by them. One should follow these rules. Sports are a very important, very vital component of our lives, children. It gives us good health, a good physique, right? So we keep involving ourselves in one or the other sport. Now let's take the correct answer. Dhanraj Pillay was born on which date? 15th July, right? Number 2, elder brother of Dhanraj played hockey. He also was a hockey player. Number 3, Dhanraj was called Tufan for his extraordinary running speed. Right. Number 4, teachers loved him for his obedience. He was a very, very obedient and a beautiful child. Clear? Okay. Now let's start doing the fill-up and the true and false. Okay. Number 1, Dhanraj is a famous hockey player. He is a very famous hockey player. Right? Number 2, he was a dash boy. What kind of boy was he? He was a thin but athletic boy. He was a thin but athletic boy. Right? His friends called him Dhan. Right? His friends called him Dhan. Right? Number 4, he used to play with broken sticks glued together. So, he used to play with broken sticks glued together. Right? Number 5, he was also called Tufan. He was also called Tufan. Right, children? Clear? Okay, let's move on to true or false. Number 1, Dhanraj is a famous cricket player. No, he is a famous hockey player. So it is false. Number 2, his elder brother's name is Ramesh. That is true. So, right? True. Number 3, both the brothers were the life of Kharki. Correct. They were the life of Kharki. Number 4, he was a weak student. No, he was weak and he wasn't idle. He was a mediocre student. So it is false. Number 5, he did not play in the nationals. He played in the nationals. So this is a false statement, children. Clear? Clear to all of you? Let's move on. Now answer the following questions. Where did Dhanraj do his schooling from? Was he a brilliant student? So what was the name of the school? Yes, children, he did his schooling from Sugra Vilati Sabha School in Kharki. And he was not a brilliant student, but a mediocre one. Right? He was neither very weak nor too brilliant. He was a mediocre student. Number 2, for which team did he play for in 1987? Yes, he played for Mumbai team in 1987. Why was Dhanraj called Tufan? Yes, he was called Tufan because of his extraordinary running speed on the field, right? He was a very, very fast runner. So, that is why he was called Tufan. Number 4, who requested him to join the Mahindra and Mahindra team? So, it was Joachim Carvalho who requested Dhanraj Pillay to join Mahindra and Mahindra team. Right? Number 5, how did Dhanraj get his first chance to play in the Mumbai match? So, do you remember? Yes, it was one that his brother was playing for a club in Mumbai and his team was falling short of one player. So, he sent for Dhanraj urgently and requested him to join him as soon as he can. And there he played for the first time in the Mumbai match and he got noticed by the coach. Right? So children, that was all for this chapter. I hope it is very, very clear to all of you. So, I will see you guys in the next chapter. Till then, stay blessed, stay elated.